since the speed cap is like only 25 kilometers per hour, you don't need a license.
We lose our vacations, we lose our Sundays, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, company had to be smooth.
Most of people do not think this way, but entrepreneurship is also a way to express yourself. Hello and welcome to another episode of Startup Story Spotlight. You know how bicycles in India mean different things to different people? For some, it is a necessity. For some, it is a fitness choice. For some, it is a stint with adventure. And while for other Bangaloreans, it is an alternative to traffic. And so today we are in conversation with India's very own bicycle brand called Cradiac, founded by a group of cyclists in 2017. And they located in industrial area of Punjab, which is Ludhiana. They offer aesthetic and high performance driven bicycles in all categories, from MTBs, hybrid bikes, city bikes to electrics to kids bicycles. And so we'll talk a lot about all these categories, about the trends in the bicycle industry of India, how big it is, and we'll also talk about these two fairly young founders who are in their early 30s, and most of their later 20s have gone into building Cradiac. So we asked them whether if they would have it any other way. And so check out the episode to know what they said, but also check out the episode for all the trends in the bicycle industry, how big it is, and what potential it carries. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining this conversation. Very lovely having you two boys here with me. Before we jump into what Cradiac does, what about the bicycles that you guys manufacture, let us first understand the current landscape of bicycle industry in India. How it looks like, what are the different segments that we're looking at, how big of a market size it is.
Yeah, see, the Indian cycle industry is like around 17,000 crore annual, that big. And right now it is like 40% kids, and rest, say 60 to 50% is like adult cycle. And adult cycle, we mainly focus on adult cycle and also performance cycles like hybrid cycle, MTB cycles, and also right now like we are into like most into like adventurous kind of cycling, MTBs, which is like mostly like gives you like kind of adrenaline push. And our target market is also the younger crowd who likes to do stunts, adventures, like mountain biking, and that's how the market is going. And earlier, post COVID, there was a demand for hybrid bikes mostly, because there are a lot of professionals who used to work from home, and they want to do some kind of activity. Earlier they used to have some kind of motions, and right now nothing. So there was a demand for hybrid bikes, but lately, we are seeing, it is mostly into school going kids, and who likes adventure, who want to see kind of leisure mountaining. Those are that's a trend which is following right now.
Understood. So there's definitely demand for hybrid bikes. It is, I'm guessing, not going away or decreasing anytime soon. But there's also the other aspect of it, which is the adventure side, where you're very much catering to, right? Awesome. So you guys are cyclists. So Cradiac is a brand which is by cyclists for cyclists. So how did you all two meet, in the first place? How did you two come together, and what was the idea that you started with?
We met in college. We were doing MBA, and Jaykrishnan was into finance, and I was into retail and marketing, and we used to share the same hostel. That's not the common point. We are athletes, we are into sports, and we are connected that way. And what happens, we share the team. We play games, and lately we got placed in different companies, and we moved on. And for a vacation we met, and we are not happy with what we are doing because we love sports and we want to do something on sports. And we sat together and we were discussing, I mean, what we can do. And there was a lot of research and all those going on. I mean, which industry to, sports industry is there, but which vertical is the one we have to finalize. So it keeps us motivated. And finally we list down into cycling, which we used to do earlier also. And those fond memories of childhood into cycling and later into health and all those things. I mean, that's how we shortlisted cycling. And then we we understood, I mean, it is not only cycles, but there is no proper after sales service happening in the industry. So we wanted to give experience. It's not like we want to sell cycles. We want to give our customers the experience of cycling. That's more important. So we are working on it, and we have gone to an extent to support customers with educating them on what cycling is, and after sales service also. I mean, we are developing the info on that side.
So do you guys like cycle all the way to the office? Do you guys do that?
Yeah, we do.
Like rarely
You
we do
can't
it.
say no.
Yes.
We don't. I mean, we stay a little far away, and for that purpose, we used to take our electric cycle, which is
Okay.
more convenient.
Right. Fair.
See, mostly in our area there is a lot of traffic. I mean, sweating and all those happening. So electric cycle, I mean, electric bike. It's more convenient, and up and down we used to do that.
Interesting. By the way, I did see that both of you did work in Decathlon, at different point of times, right? That's true, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay, understood. Awesome. Moving on to the different kind of bikes that you manufacture and you produce, you design. What are these different kind of bikes? And if you could just go deeper into the target market that you have at the present, the kind of people, the persona of the people that you're targeting. If you could describe that to us as well.
The different bicycles, I mean,
Yeah, like
the wide audience, just like MTBs, hybrids, and electric bikes mostly. And MTBs, like, we cater to not 25 years till 30 years. I mean, mostly school going kids, I mean, who want to experience MTB. MTB is always like in our mind, I mean, what is adventure. And hybrid bikes is like for people who want to do some kind of workouts, exercise. Those are the audience, I mean, who wants hybrids, who want to like move every day like for 20 kilometers. They prefer hybrids. And the electric bike is for all professionals. I mean, I would say, I mean, whoever is in urban areas, I mean, cities, Bangalore, Delhi, I mean, where the traffic is so high, and you want to maneuver very easily. I mean, you can always choose, because we are doing that whenever we are in proper cities. And in Bangalore also we have an office. I mean, whenever they are in that cities, I mean, we use electric bikes. Why? I mean, it's very simple. I mean, it's efficient. You can move fast. I mean, you can sneak into any small gap, and you are early to office mostly, and it's very convenient. It's not like, I mean, you need a scooter or anything like that. You can take it to the cycle lane if wanted. So yeah,
Right.
these are the segments, I mean, we are catering to. And
Understood. So are you guys expecting more demand from places like Bangalore, Mumbai, where people are literally now fed up of this traffic and they really need an alternative? So I guess in terms of transport, this is the best alternative, right? Like you said, for professionals. So are you expecting a greater demand from especially these metro cities where there's traffic to extreme levels?
yes, I mean, we are seeing a exponential growth in electric bike segment. Every year there is like 200-400% of growth is happening in this segment, and most of the sales comes from these cities.
Right.
And even not only like for professionals, I mean even kids who used to go to school and all, no? I mean they started using electric bikes. Say for example, I mean girls, I mean who want to goes to tuition or something. I mean it's a best option actually.
Mm-hmm.
It is, you don't want any license or anything. I mean since the speed cap is like only 25 kilometers per hour, you don't need a this thing license. And it's very convenient also. You don't have to sweat it out. You're going to a tuition class and you don't want to sweat it out and you want to be tired there. So I mean not only girls, I mean boys also, I mean they use it, and there is a huge demand happening in the market right now for electric bikes.
Understood.
Exactly.
And what kind of
Yeah, if you look at our company, it's like all staff in our company, they own a bicycle. Like they do cycling regularly, and all the staff, lady staff working in our company, like 70% they're coming by bicycle to work.
Oh, that's interesting. That's so nice. Nice. That's actually good to know. Because there's also again a demand that's increasing because people are becoming more health conscious. People want to cycle consciously now. It's so I'm sure there's a shift that is also happening to premium bikes as well. Do you want to talk about that shift?
Yes, I mean premium bikes, say 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakhs. I mean it's not a big thing now, right now.
Yeah.
I mean because earlier there are only like few people, I mean who are very passionate about, I mean cycling. They used to do that. Right now there are a lot of communities, cycling communities around in our country, and
Right.
they do a lot of activities. They promote others also. I mean their friends, their family, even they join the community, even their family members. I mean the in Kerala, like home state, there is a community. I mean there is a family, entire family, they used to cycle every day. That is the shift which is happening. So what happens, I mean they start, that's what we earlier I told you. I mean there is an experience. They want experience. If you buy like 5,000 rupees cycle and 1 lakh rupee cycle or 5 lakh rupee cycle, there is a lot of difference. I mean the quality component wise, I mean you experience cycling. So
Right.
once you start experience cycling with your friends, I mean you move distance. When you start moving distance, I mean you want better quality, as in quality in the sense, I mean you want better components to cater that. I mean in that way, I mean there is a huge demand happening for premium bikes also. And we are coming up with our in the pipeline. And recently also we have launched those premium segments like 50,000 range
Mhm.
for cyclists, and we are pitching it with with the communities, and we take feedbacks from them also. That's how we are building a bike. It's not like we build a bike and we sell it. We take feedbacks, I mean we give it to them for testing, and based on that, I mean we finalize the spec and we give it to them.
Hmm. So, because you mentioned about feedback, that makes me ask this question is about the Indian roads. While people are health conscious, they want to bicycle, of course, but the Indian roads are comparatively different from the ones in the West, right? We have a lot of potholes, a lot of breakers, and all of that, right? So, how do you look at that situation? Do you see that situation improving for the ones who want to ride the bicycle? Do you expect any changes in the coming future with the government, especially with these roads?
Yeah, if you look at the current scenario itself, there are many cycling infrastructure developing in the country. So if you look Chandigarh has like completely cycle tracks in the city. So many cities they are coming up with a lot of infrastructure development for like cycling tracks, and also like in future, like moving forward, like I hope like entire India they'll have a separate cycle track for
Yeah, actually, we didn't even have that, right? So,
And
yes,
like,
yes.
in fact, I mean a lot of um, movements happening. For example, in Kerala, I mean the entire cycling communities, they have done a rally,
okay.
asking the government for cycle tracks, like 100-kilometer stretch cycling tracks. Even those things are happening on the field. I mean, so hopefully, I mean we'll see soon. And also, I mean to counter that immediately, we have come up with gravel bikes, gravel tires, like somewhat hybrid, somewhat thicker tires to
Okay.
withstand these kind of potholes and all.
Understood. So that aspect is understood. Also, I think there are communities forming. There are races happening, rallies happening. Companies are taking part in those. So that definitely accounts for it, I'm sure. Again, a little personal question, but both of y'all started this, like you said, 7 years back. You started very small, and probably most of your later 20s were taken up by this startup, right? Building this. Would you guys have it any other way if you had a chance?
Like
Because
it's
sorry.
not just 20s. It's not just 20s now, 30s also it's like that. Like we are doing
Yeah,
the same level of work now also. Like we cannot just leave as it is. Like earlier, like we were working like 10 hours. Now also we are working 10, 12 hours. Still the effort is same in the 20s and 30s. But like we always we think like if it's a like 9 to 5 job, like we can just leave after that. Now
yeah.
like it's our own company, we have the responsibility. Like if anything goes wrong, it will be completely a mess. So like we take the responsibility. Like we lose our vacations, we lose our Sundays, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, company had to be smooth. That's what we think.
Fair, fair. So you wouldn't have it any other way because journey is the reward for you guys.
So
Yes,
when we
yes.
give up something, I mean, our 20s, I mean, you told, I mean, it is hitting up our 20s. I mean, and now 30s also, like what Jagakrishnan told. When, see, we don't feel that way anyway.
Okay.
It has actually given us more freedom, to express ourselves. See, if you work in a 9 to 5 job, I mean, you are limited, you are clipped somewhere.
Yeah.
But now we have responsibility ultimately. I mean, whoever is with us, I mean, we are responsible for their doings also. But we have our freedom to express ourselves. You know, uh, that's more important.
That is true. That is true. Love that line that you mentioned about, that you're more free to express yourselves. Most of people do not think this way, but entrepreneurship is also a way to express yourself, right? Uh, awesome.
Yes.
Coming back to the products you made with good quality, you guys also are, managing a community, right? What are the benefits of building a community, and how do you build a community from scratch?
Um, see, community in the sense, I mean, we started, we whoever is our product, I mean, using our product, I mean, we ask them to join our community. We ask them feedbacks. That's more important, I mean, the feedback. And even see, there is a guy, I mean, who is buying Cradiac. There is a second guy buying a Cradiac in that same city. If you are in a community, I mean, you are connected. Every weekend, I mean, we see, I mean, initially we used to moderate those communities. Now themselves, I mean, they ask for let's go for a ride, and they are working. And once they want to upgrade to maybe they started with 10,000 rupees bike, later they want to do more distance cycling. I mean, they themselves discuss, I mean, which cycle they want, I mean, what components they want for that experience. And also, I mean, they give proper feedbacks to us. And slowly, I mean, we have somewhere around 10,000 number community in different states, I mean, all together. And that actually help us to know ourselves, I mean, how they love our bikes, and what need to be improved. And it's a win-win situation. And even if they, I mean, like, we are always digital first company. We sell online, we sell directly. And there are certain places, I mean, the customers want to reach out to us, and this is the best way. They reach out to us, I mean, if there is any pain points, and we get it done. So that we are closely connected you know to our users. So that way, I mean, it is helping us a lot.
Hmm, that makes sense. And how did you guys like start building it in the first place? Was it through friends of friends of friends who got connected initially? Was it through products that you were selling? How was it, if you remember? How did it start?
So initially, I mean, it was like the people who used to ride. We ride together, right? I mean, those are the guys. I mean, we started community slowly. I mean, when we started building bikes, I mean, they started buying from us, and they joined the community. And later, I mean, whoever is start using our bikes, I mean, they also joined. I mean, we have a separate groups and all WhatsApp group, and we asked whoever is buying our bike. I mean, we asked to register through our website, so we get their contacts and we call them up from our customer service, and that's how it is working.
So more than it is the it is the community of bicycle people who ride bicycle. It is the community of people who are adventurous, who probably dare to never stop and go on. These are the people that you're connecting with, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. If you look at like we got some of our like employees from that community itself. 2, 3 of our employees are like we got it from that community.
Oh, nice. That's
They
interesting.
purchased our bicycle. We started interacting with them. They got inspired. Like they also joined our company.
That's interesting. Yeah, wherever you get people, you can hire them. That's nice. But so good to know about this. I especially have a lot of respect for people who are very adventurous, who dare to never stop. There's something always in them. But yeah, understood. Okay. Very quickly coming back to our industry, which is the bicycle industry of India. What are some new trends that you're looking out for? Like such as foldable bicycles, like you said, e-bikes are getting famous now. What all trends are you looking at that you're looking at optimizing on the coming future?
Yeah, like if you look at the current scenario, like every customers they want to customize their bicycles. So like currently, like if I'm selling a bicycle, this is a set spec, but every customer they want to customize. They want this particular derailleur, they want this particular suspension, they want this particular like design on the bicycle. So we are working on those things, like how we can customize the bicycle according to the customer requirements. Like they can pay extra and we can customize it to accordingly. And also like in electric bikes also there are many types of categories which we can work on. Currently we have like 2, 3 models, so we are working on some high-end models also, like according to which we can increase the efficiency, like range of the bicycle. Like currently if it's 45 kilometer, we are working on 100 kilometer, 150 kilometer. That's what the demand right now. We cannot stick with one particular range, we can have to continuously improvise on this. So first, like customization will be the first thing which we'll be focusing right now.
Understood. Of making it aesthetically very pleasant to the customers, and that is also the idea, right? I did see the bike, and
Yes.
I did read a lot of things on that as well. But this is what you're looking at. This is what the market is also demanding, right?
Yes.
Understood.
Right now,
Uh,
it's like a fast fashion. I mean, see, they want designs to be upgraded. Like, I mean, winter season. I mean, the seasons in apparel's fashion, right? Likewise, I mean, even cycle industry is also changing. I mean, people are demanding for more fashionable designs. It's not like
right.
simple things. They want fashion. I mean, color options, everything. It's like fast fashion now.
Okay. And what last question, what do you envision the future for Cradiac and for the future of bicycle industry in India?
To give better bikes at better price points. I mean, not to inflate the price. I mean, that's one idea, and for that, I mean, we are doing building bikes which are very efficient, and also, I mean, which gives the experience of cycling. Like, that's the only thing we follow. People have to experience cycling. It's not like, I mean, they have to ride a bicycle. They want to experience cycling. For that, I mean, we are building a lot of technologies is also happening to get near to the customers. Just like, I mean, we are building communities so that, I mean, customers will tell us, I mean, what they want. And also, I mean, this kind of customization, so that, I mean, they can build their bike. It's not like we build a bike and we give it to them. They can build their own bike and they can use it.